you know. But, I mean, they do have a lot of great deals, but QVC has great deals, too.
Yeah, they do.
And they have a lot of
the
specials. I love the easy pays. I love that the free shipping. And as you said, there's something for everyone.
Yeah, no doubt. My kids and I, a couple years ago, they asked me, Mom, can we go out on Black Friday? And I thought, they have no idea what they're in for, because I had done it when I was much younger a couple times, but I never made a habit of it. It wasn't like that was the highlight of my year was to go shopping on Black Friday.
Right.
But they wanted to see what it was all about, and we didn't spend a dime, but I wanted them to see firsthand how crazy people act the day after they spend all day being thankful for what they have. I mean, it was like, and it was real eye-opening for them. And so now it's kind of become a fun little tradition. We go out. When they're going to kick it off, we go out for about an hour, we go grab a coffee, and then we come home and go to bed while everyone's out there duking it out and fighting or doing whatever they do. But, it's just kind of become a fun, let's go watch the people and how they behave moment for us. And I guess it's fun for us because we're not trying to be in line buying that ticket item for the season, and fighting people. And, we can just kind of watch everybody else.
And finding a parking spot, too, is another thing.
Yeah. So, that is kind of, as a matter of fact, my youngest daughter asked me just the other day, she said, Mom, are we going out this year? And I'm like, the very thought of it just is not appealing to me at all. It's like, I want to just be asleep by that time. And I don't know about where you live, but here they have been advertising that some of the major retailers are going to open like, for example, Walmart here, and I imagine this is probably nationwide because it's Walmart, but they are going to open at 8 p.m. on Thanksgiving night.
Right.
Hello.
Yeah.
Could we not let Thanksgiving, be done and concluded before you send everybody out into the stores to act stupid and crazy?
I highly agree. I highly agree.
And some of the, like Target, I think, is going to open at 10. I may be wrong on that. I'm not certain on the time. But, I mean, it's earlier. It used to be 4 a.m. was the big wake-up call.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, one of the funniest things that I love to see this year, and I haven't seen it as of yet, is the Target commercials with the blonde-haired lady, and she acts like she's preparing for this big marathon, and she just gets real psyched, and she's, you can just see it in her eyes like she's ready. Those are the funniest commercials to me. And they're for Target. Now, I haven't seen any this year, so I don't know. But yeah, it used to be you thought 4 a.m. was super early to go out on Black Friday. And then last year I think they moved it up to 3 a.m. in certain places. And the Tanger Outlet Mall near me was opened at midnight. For what reason, I don't know. But anyway, so it's pretty interesting to see how they move things up a little bit earlier and a little bit earlier, and it kind of takes away the whole concept of Black Friday. It's really not technically Black Friday if you start Black Friday on Thanksgiving Thursday. It's not even Friday. So I don't know how they can still call it Black Friday if they're trying to open the doors. And, but the other thing, too, that I saw this year is that the retailers like Walmart and Target and, Best Buy and some of the major retailers, they're going to offer, now tell me this is not crazy, they're going to offer the same deals online, okay? People can go online at the same time, 10 p.m., 11 p.m., whatever time the stores are set to open, to go there. They're going to do the same deal online. They're going to, put all the same specials online at the same time. People can sit at home and order what they want when they go on sale in the store from the comfort of their home and never have to fight the crowd. So if you know that you can go online and get it for the same price, and they're probably going to have more in stock online than they would in the store anyway, why would anybody go out and fight the crowd? Please tell me why.
I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea.
I mean, I don't know of too many people outside of my mother in this day and time who does not have an Internet connection and some form of card payment, whether it be debit card, credit card, whatever, where they can just purchase it online. They're going to buy it anyway. It's like, why don't you just order it online? And I think
some people actually do. I mean, although you and I and millions of others don't enjoy going out in the rat race, there are people that do enjoy doing that and also like to touch, whatever they're going to purchase and look at it and open the box and make sure things are okay with it.
Yeah.
One of the great things about QVC is if by some chance you get something that's damaged, you can send it back and they'll send you another one right away. I mean, they're great with that. I mean,
yes,
because during the holidays when you get something from UPS or through the mail from them, you do get an item once in a while that has been kicked around. But it's not QVC's fault. It's from, being transferred through truck to truck and everything, right? So, you just give them a call. The people on there are in customer service are always friendly and knowledgeable about their products and very happy to help you out. So when you call and say, they'll send you another one.
Well, and another thing, this time of year, especially what they do is they extend their return policy until January 31st of the new year, so that you can go through Christmas with it. If you decide whoever you're giving the gift to doesn't like it, they can return it. And I love the way they have set that up, because how many retailers, if you go to a store and buy something, are they going to give you that kind of a generous return policy?
And a lot of times it's in-store credit.
Yeah, it's gotten very strict, and QVC is one of the about the only places that I know of around that if you order something and you send it back, they don't give you okay, we're going to give you QVC credit. They will refund the money back to your card, and I think that that's good, because a lot of times people just want their money back. They don't want a credit, but a lot the stores. I think that's one thing that the major retailers have. That's kind of a marketing strategy where they're still getting their money and able to keep their money, and not lose anything in the process, even though the consumer may return their gift and other products. So, it's kind of, and I understand in one regard that's to protect their sales through the holidays, and there are, to keep anyone from, say, returning something on a whim for the sake of getting the cash, I understand that, but it's really neat what QVC does, and they, like you said, whoever had the concept years ago certainly knew more than we do, because they were really onto something, in terms of being very forward thinking as to the way society and times would change to where people would really welcome the idea of not having to fight a crowd and just be able to order from the comfort of their own home. So that's a wonderful thing. I love it. And
you know what else? With people like me that have a hard time sleeping, how many times in the middle of the night I'll turn the TV on and order something. So it doesn't even matter what time it is,
Pam, I have to admit that there are some nights, as you know, I'm in school, so there are some nights where I finish schoolwork and I'm just dead tired, but I can't fall asleep kind of thing, that kind of tired. And I'll whip out my iPad and I'll go to QVC and, watch a little bit of especially this time of year, because I'm always thinking, I wonder what kind of show they got on right now. So, it's hard for me to know what most of them schedules are, like the show schedule, outside of David's, because I, watch him pretty regularly. But yeah, you never know this time of year. They may have a show with Christmas decorations on it, or, it could be any number of things, but it's always nice.
If you walk through my house, I have my Christmas tree from them. I have a KitchenAid as well. I have a Keurig coffee machine. I have jewelry. I have clothes. I have shoes. I have I have blankets. I have sheets. I have everything. Jewelry. You name it, I got it. I have bought 4 Keurigs from them. My daughter is actually my oldest daughter, the one that's moving. And she's not listening because she's moving tonight, so I don't have any risk of her finding out what she's getting. But she's getting a Keurig for Christmas, and because every time she comes to my house, and you probably can attest to this too, she always fixes her a cup of coffee, and she's a coffee drinker. But it's just funny. She'll just say, "Mom, what kind of coffee you got?" And, she always sets up the Keurig, and she's ready to roll. And I love the Keurig because, I love the whole one cup of coffee concept. I do, too, because I can't tell you how many times I've made a pot of coffee, and I'm not the type that drinks it all day and all night. I wake up in the morning, I have to have a couple cups to get me going, and so then the rest of it goes to waste. And with this, I just make my 2 cups, and I'm done, and I haven't wasted anything, and it's fresh.
That's right, it is. And, Keurig has just this year come out with another model called the View, I think is what it's called. And so I'm kind of excited because that's such a new product for them that now the K-Cups are going to really drop in price. And because they're going to start making room on the shelves for the View cups, which are, they're not pods and they're not packets. I think they're still a cup of sorts, but they're a little different. They look different, and the machine is different, so I don't really know yet. I haven't read enough about it or seen it enough to know how it works exactly. Probably the same concept, but I'm excited that they've introduced a new model into their line because I'm just saying, I've already seen the prices on K-Cups come down a little bit as it is.
Yeah.
So they should come down even more now with this introduction of this new model. So that's a win-win, yay.
And we could talk about QVC all night, but we are at the top of the hour, so I want to go ahead and wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. I wish you many blessings and hope that you have a lot of good food and sit back, vegetate, watch your sports, do whatever you want to do, but make sure you help Mom or whoever else did all the cooking clean up afterwards, please, before you hit that couch. A lot of women, including myself, you as soon as you're done cooking and everybody's been fed, you want to get that stuff in the dishwasher. So just, pick up the plates and scrape them off and put them in the dishwasher for her.
Most definitely. And before we go, Pam, what are you most thankful for?
My family, of course. Thankful that my son's back, from deployment and out of the Marines now, although he has another 4 years of being a reservist. And another thing, too, I wanted to bring up before we go, there's a lot of people out there on the East Coast that are still suffering from the effects of Sandy. So before you sit down to eat your Thanksgiving meal, text Red Cross to 90999 to make a $10 donation, or call 1-800-HELP-NOW and donate what you can. Try to find out if there's something in the area, if you're on the East Coast and you weren't affected, where you can help out and help another family have a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah, agreed. Well, Pam, I hope that you have a wonderful Thanksgiving with your family, and I'm going to enjoy it. I'm done with work for the week. I'm looking forward to having a few days off, just have downtime, and to enjoy my family and my grandson. This is his first Thanksgiving, so first holiday season, so it's going to be a special time for all of us. So I'll be thinking about you when I'm making my sweet potato pineapple casserole in my glaze.
Thanks a lot.
Ham, okay?
I appreciate that. And we'll be off for the next few days, too. Our next show will be on Saturday with Ralph J. Cole Jr., so make sure you join us for that. And he will be on at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, which is 2 p.m. Pacific Time. Yes. There I go, having to count again.
That's okay. When you don't live on Pacific Time, it's hard to kind of calculate that sometimes, I think. At least I think.
Right.
So,
All right. Good night, everybody. God bless. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon again.
Good night, and God bless everyone. Thank you for being here. We appreciate your support. Happy Thanksgiving.
Good night, Dawn.
Good night, Pam.